Hi, it's Junoppa here. Today, we're going to learn how to say before in Korean. To say before, you use the particle 전에. It seems quite simple, right? But there's one important grammar rule you need to know. The form changes depending on what kind of word comes before it. For example, you can place the particle 전에 directly after a time or a noun. In this case, it simply means before time or before noun. However, for verbs, it's a little different. You have to add 기 to the verb stem before adding 전에. So, for verbs, you use the pattern 기 전에. Now, let's look at some examples. 1년 전에 BTS 콘서트에 갔어요. I went to a BTS concert a year ago. Here, 전에 is used after 1년, which means 1 year. This is also a time expression. 2시간 전에 정국을 봤어요. I saw 정국 2 hours ago. Here, 전에 is used after 2시간, which means 2 hours. And it's also a time word. 시험 전에 비타민을 먹었어요. I took vitamins before the exam. Here, the particle 전에 is placed after 시험, which means exam. This is a noun. 크리스마스 전에 헤어졌어요. We broke up before Christmas. Here, 전에 is placed after 크리스마스, which means Christmas. This is also a noun. 수박을 먹기 전에 씻었어요. I washed the watermelon before eating it. Here, you can see that 기 전에 is used with the verb 먹다, which means to eat. So, for verbs, instead of just 전에, you must use 기 전에. 게임하기 전에 공부를 했어요. I studied before playing games. Here, 기 전에 is used with the verb 게임하다, which means to play games. So again, for verbs, you have to use 기 전에. Now, let's move on to some practice questions. I met my friend before 1 o'clock. 1시 전에 친구를 만났어요. I exercised before the meal. 식사 전에 운동했어요. I drink water before sleeping. 자기 전에 물을 마셔요. I arrived 10 minutes ago. 10분 전에 도착했어요. I stretch before swimming. 수영하기 전에 스트레칭 해요. I exercise before breakfast. 아침 식사 전에 운동해요. I went to Korea a year ago. 1년 전에 한국에 갔어요. I studied before the test. 시험 전에 공부했어요. I came home 6 hours ago. 6시간 전에 집에 왔어요. Please leave them in the comments. Thank you for watching.